and welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. This is Danny Thomas, Research Scholar, University of Kerala. So, in the previous lectures, I have explained the first six steps in the methodology of econometrics. The first step was statement of theory or hypothesis. The second step was specification of mathematical model to the theory. Third step was specification of econometric model. The fourth step was obtaining data. The fifth step was estimation of the econometric model, and the sixth step was hypothesis testing. And I recommend all of you to watch the previous lecture before continuing for better understandability. And in this video, I will be explaining the last two steps in the methodology of econometrics. So the next step in methodology is forecasting or prediction. So once we have done the hypothesis testing and accepted our estimated model as a confirmation for our hypothesis, we can use the model for predicting the values of independent as well as the dependent variables. And our estimated model was y is equal to minus 150 plus 0.50x. And in our example, the consumption y represents consumption expenditure and x represents income. So consumption expenditure becomes the dependent variable and income becomes the independent variable. And we can predict the value of consumption expenditure if the value of income is given with the help of this estimated model. Suppose the value of GDP is given as 5,000 crore rupees, which can be used as a measure of income. And with this information, we can predict the value of consumption expenditure by applying the value in our equation, and our equation will be y is equal to minus 150 plus 0.50 into 5,000, and we will get the value of consumption expenditure as 2,350 crore rupees, and this is a predicted value, and our prediction might be greater than or lower than the actual value of consumption expenditure for any given year. And if the value of prediction is more than the actual value, it is over prediction, and if the value of prediction is lower than the actual value, it is under prediction. And this difference or this variation is known as forecasting error. And in the coming videos, we will discuss about the methods that can be used to reduce this error. And this estimated model can also be put to other purposes. Suppose if the government is trying to reduce, if the government is making a decision to reduce the income tax, and we need to know the effect of such a decision on income, consumption expenditure, and employment. And using this estimated model, we can easily analyze the effect of such a decision. Suppose as a result of the reduction in income tax, the investment expenditure has increased, and the macroeconomic theory provides that the change in income as a result of increase in investment expenditure, per unit increase in investment expenditure, can be obtained with the help of an income multiplier. Okay, the government has decided to reduce the income tax, and as a result the investment expenditure has increased, and the macroeconomic theory provides that the change in income as a result of a per unit change in investment expenditure can be obtained with the help of income multiplier M. And to calculate the income multiplier, the formula is 1 by 1 minus MPC. If you look into this formula, you can see the MPC is an important element that is required to calculate the income multiplier, which can be obtained from our estimated econometric model. As per our estimated model, the value of MPC is 0.50, and if you apply this into the formula, it will give 1 by 1 minus 0.50, and the value of income multiplier will be 2. And what does it mean, this income multiplier is equal to 2? It means when the investment expenditure increases by 1 rupee, the income will increase 2 times the investment expenditure. I will repeat, when the investment expenditure increases by 1 rupee, the income increases 2 times the investment expenditure. So, from this illustration, it is clear that The estimated regression model can be used to predict the values of dependent and independent variables, and it can also be used to analyze the effect of a policy by the government over the economic phenomenon. So this is the seventh step of econometric model, that is forecasting or prediction. And now we will move on to the last step of econometric model, that is using the model for control or policy purposes. Suppose the government believes that a consumption level of a consumption expenditure of 3,000 crore rupees helps to maintain the unemployment level at the current rate. I repeat, the government expects that a consumption expenditure of 3,000 crore rupees will help the government to maintain the unemployment at the current level, current unemployment rate. So, with this information, we will be able to find out the value of income that will help us generate this consumption expenditure, that is 3,000 crore rupees. So, if we apply this, assign this value, the 3,000, in our equation will be 3,000 is equal to minus 150 plus 0.50x. And using that, we can find out the value of income as 6,350. So this means if we are having an income level of 6,350 crores, and if the marginal propensity to consumption is given as 0.50, we can obtain, or we can achieve, the consumption expenditure of 3,000 crore rupees, which will help us to maintain the current unemployment rate. I repeat, the government expects 3,000 crore rupees of consumption expenditure will help to maintain the unemployment level at a current rate. And using this information, we are going to find out the income that will generate this consumption expenditure. And we have found out, using the estimated equation, that the income will be 6,350. And this means if the income level is if we are having an income level of 6,350 crore rupees, and if we are having an NPC and marginal propensity consumption level at 0.50, we will be able to generate a consumption expenditure of 3,000 crore rupees, which will help to maintain the unemployment at the current level rate. Okay, so that was the last step of methodology of econometrics, and as we have seen, it can be used for control or policy purposes, and using proper fiscal and monetary policy methods, the government can manipulate the control variable x to get desired results from the target variable y. So I'll repeat the steps in methodology once again. That is, first step was statement of theory or hypothesis, and the second step was specification of mathematical model. The third step was specification of econometric model, and the fourth step was obtaining the data, and the fifth step was estimation of the econometric model. The sixth step was hypothesis testing. The seventh step was forecasting or prediction, and the last step was using the model for policy or control purposes. So that's it. That concludes the methodology of econometrics, and until we meet with another video, this is Danny Thomas signing off from POSCO Campus Vision.